Well, hello, you join me back in Derail Valley where we're taking on another small shunting job to unload 3 carriages of wooden boards just to push our money over 50,000 so that we can get that DH4 license. So, yeah, this one it might be a bit of a faff. It is 3 drop-offs, which is why for such a small job it gives quite a bit of money. So, I mean, we'll get the time bonus. I'm already hooked on. I've just got to move. It seems like it's gonna rain. We'll just knock the power down there because we're only rolling to just past this board and make sure that is set because we're unloading into there as I just roll around. Hope you're all having a wonderful new year so far. Oh, there's 4 tanks in there. All right, let's keep an eye on this. That should be enough. It is not. I'm a little rusty. Although we're still rolling. I mean, it gives me about an hour to do this, so I'm not exactly really rushing into it. This is one of the locals that we did all the maintenance on. So, and because it's only, I think it's only 138 ton. So, I'm not too fussed. You know, I don't need 2 DE2s. It's a bit of a waste of money, really. What I will need to figure out is, right, so what's the first one? 826. So, we run down the side. Have a look. Hopefully it's this. Nope. Okay. Okay, at least it's not the middle one. 826. So we're gonna do this. 716. What's that? Yeah, and that's going into B1S, which should be over here. So we can pre-prepare all the lines going that way. Yeah, sweet. Right, as we're picking up a bit of speed. Yeah, so the plan is today to actually get the DH4 and do a bigger job, which will be nice. It'd be nice to drive something a bit different. And then what I'll do is go from station to station, amassing. I thought that was the train. Amassing where needed the any additional DH4s because they're pretty powerful and they're probably easier to drive than this is. Because it even has like an idle movement, a bit like a diesel car, where if you put it in first gear and take your foot off the clutch, it will just roll on its own. It kind of has that, which for shunting is really good because you don't have to apply any power. So that's B1, B1S, C2S, and B6S. Oh. Wonderful. We'd love to just jump around. Right, come on. Let's get past here. That should be enough. And now. Right. Need to reverse. We'll try and do this as quickly but as safely as possible. Accidents may happen, although I think B1S is pretty full. It's going to have to be a gentle unloading and maybe a little bit of nudging because I've moved a lot of things around in here recently. Well, it'd be good to get into something a bit different. I might try a double contract somewhere, depending on the weight of what's available. Right, let's ease it off a bit. It's gonna need a bit of a pushing. A little bit more. A little more. Yeah, that'll be fine. What's the weight of this? Just 20 ton. That's not too bad. Although there are a few of them. Just to... Right. Now I can really ease into it. Just didn't want to, you know, slam into it really heavily. Right, that's us in contact. And now we'll just push. The brake is still on those box cars, so I'm just going to push like this. And it will act as an automatic brake, really. Let's head out. You nearly there? You're nearly there. Okay. Set the power off. Right, that's in there. Unhook. That's not going to go anywhere. Right, park it. Right. Get us going forward. Next one, C2S, which is this one, I think. Yep. So that'll need to change. That's fine. So we're going to go all the way out to this signal again, which we'll do a couple of times today, it seems. Yeah, it's kind of, I might have to take a sleep before the next job, because I'm not I didn't actually check the time of day before I started. It's this overcast for sure. Right. Oh, we're way past that. Okay, I'm back. Oh dear. Well, I think I just ruined my odds of... That was a big... Oh no, the damage I'll have just caused. Whoa, dear. Oh no. Is there any... Can see any damage from the outside? No. But that wasn't great. Make sure you stopped before you spin the wheels. You know, it's not like SnowRunner or something where you can just freely spin the wheels in the opposite direction without causing any damage. Okay, that's more than enough in. Right, and same again. Just disconnect. Lift that off there. And now B6S, which is the far left one, I think. Oh no. We're going to have... Oh. Right, so we're going to have to push that back in order to actually be able to get on the line. So I think what I think I've learned is that you do all the loading before you do any unloading, as to not really mess around and trap other cars. Right, we're gonna hold on this time, because that was a huge flash of, I think it was blue. Either way, not good. Right, so we'll just add that. What's in there is only like 3 cars, so it's nothing too bad. Just gonna back off. Down to 10 by the time we're coming around. Nice and easy, does it? Let the air back up again. I thought, looking across from that, I thought, I'm sure there's another line. Yep, it's just when I've pushed things. Hey. Oh, that was a bit hard. I think I've derailed anything there. No, everything's still on. It was just a bit of a chunky collision. Right, that should be far enough for that. So you can move that around as long as there's no power. Right, so just to get ahead of this board and then we'll go back again. And then we'll have to push the tankers back as well. And back one more time. Oh, this one's going to be a bit heavier. Yeah, for sure. Okay, slow rolling in. I assume these are full? Oh no. But there's a few of them. Just while that's rolling back there. Right, that's contact. Whoa, just give it a little bit of beans. Just to get the wheels rolling. That, honestly, that should probably be enough. Right. Handbrake on there. Take hold of that. Switch that off just while I'm doing this. Whoop. Come on, get you off there. And I'll be able to estimate the maintenance based on the fees. Right, so let's hand that in. All done in 13 minutes. 7,000. No environmental damage. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. 44, well, yeah, actually. Would that be the 2,000? It would. Otherwise it's 1,000, then I have to spend time driving. To which it's only gonna it'll be fine. Right, so here we are, right, licenses. Right. Print this. Prerequisite. Long 2. Which is 20,000. Oh dear. Well, guess wow, I should really do my research, shouldn't I? Damn. What about the DM3? Which isn't even here. No prerequisite. Okay, so we're actually back in the DE2. I need another 20,000 to buy Long 2 before I can buy the DH4 license. So we're off to Food Factory again with some buses and empty cargo containers. I'll be sure to make it within the time bonus, so this will be about 15,000. This will be 4,500, so I'll need to do a bit of shunting just to get me over that threshold, plus the cost of maintenance and stuff. But we will get there today. I promise. I will have a new locomotive that isn't just the DE2 or a slug on the back. So the route we're taking, it's 4 in the morning. I had a nap. We're coming up towards iron ore mine west. I guess it's like northwest. So this line snakes through the mountains and then down into FF. Once again, I need to find out where these are going. D2I, hopefully the same. Right, C4I. Ah, wonderful. Right, station map. FF. So we'll be approaching from... Oh, is this the north again? Is this the south? And what have we got? Most valuable stuff is at the back because it pays more, so you want to drop it off first. I'm just going to slow roll out of here. So that wanted D2I, so that'll be left, 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 and then in, and then we'll come out and then reverse back into C. And hopefully here there should be hopefully there's a DH4 down there. So let's give it some of this. We're going downhill, but apparently not very quickly. Right, let's... Yeah, they're still kind of too bright. I don't know, I think they're viewable, they're usable like this, aren't they? So, more downhill. But it's 100. So yeah, you can see I'm heading down here. This is like a... Oh, what is it? I think this is the micro electric shunter is in here. A good little run around. Quite alright for shunting. Well, as the name would suggest, a micro shunter. Obviously nothing too big. You know, you can't get silly with it, but it should work out. If that's your sort of thing. You sort of drive it side on. So instead of looking forward or backwards, you actually face the side. So you would just turn either 90 left or 90 right. Quite a unique little thing. Oh, we didn't give it any of that heading out of the station. This is in the crouched position, by the way. I guess you would maybe have a chair for running this sort of thing. Just gonna... approaching 70. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Just to drop it off quite severely with this right-hand corner. Will that be enough? Oh, we'll give it a bit more. What, for this bend, I presume. Oh, and I guess the following. Oh, yeah, it's a bit wriggly. As it continues to just be downhill, which is why, you know, this whole consist is only, not including the loco, like 100 ton. So you don't really need 2 D2s. You know, I'd just be wasting the materials on the maintenance costs. So, you know, especially when it's mostly downhill, just let gravity do the work. And just fire on the brakes every now and again. Oh, and a smidge of up. Right, so we're completely off the brake there. The cornering will slow us down, and then as I start to notice the speed drop, I'll just feed the power in. So we're going to trundle through the iron ore mine west. The sun will be up soon, so it won't be as dark. Obviously, that doesn't help because I'm in a tunnel at the moment anyway. I was surprised to see that the massive sparking from running the wheels in reverse while going forwards didn't actually cost that much. I thought it would be worse. Right, so we should be... I think we are cornering into the mine now, yeah. We'll trundle straight through. We'll have to go to the mines at some point. And this, you know, this is where the heaviest cargo resides pretty much. Coal and iron. These massive hoppers are a huge weight. That's why you'll normally see quite a lot of steam engines up here. Mostly because they're actually the fastest rather than the heavy haulers. I mean, that's reserved for like the DE6, but these get up to, I don't know actually. I've only done a little bit of this sort of weight previously, but you're probably looking about 50 ton, 50, 60 ton per, if not a bit more. They tend to be quite long as well, rather than anything short of manageable. Right, as we're coming through, we should be able to... Yeah, there we go, 7 and uphill. So we're going in a straight line, so it's no fuss really. Oh, what's that? Right, into the tunnel we go now. Oh yeah, it's quite a long way. Oh, that would have been faster going the other way. Maybe, I don't know. But we will get the DH4 today. So I'll probably do the shunting for the buses or something off screen. Just because, I mean, you've seen me do enough shunting in the last few episodes. You don't need to see more. You want to see a new loco, and I'm failing to deliver because I keep forgetting about license prerequisites. But we'll get it today, even if it means moving around a bit to find one. Right, we are climbing. 90 limit ahead. That's fine. Means we can just go full beans. And then if you shut the door, look how quiet this is. Look at that, it's practically silent now. So much clearer. You can get a boombox that you can put on there, put some tunes on, but it's a bit aggressive. Although there is some, I guess, IRL music, I guess you could call it. There's some Queen and some other bits and pieces. Obviously I can't play that. This would be copyright infringements, but what's that, 7? Yeah, we're still fine. But yeah, keep one of the doors open. Normally the back door, because it makes it easier to get out. And I like how I always start off by like jumping up the steps, and then after an hour or so I'm like, nah, just teleport in there. Just use the F key teleport. That's just, I mean, obviously I would have run and jump if it was forced. But this, you know, the convenience of, you know, just boop, and then boop. There we go, we've gone through the tunnel and the sun's come up. Turn that down. Just bring the acceleration down. We don't need to be pushing it too hard around here. That's not bad views. I just stick my head through the window. Oh, easy to just stand outside and do it. There we go, nice views. Oh, what was this corner? I think it was still 60. Alright, where are we? Oh, we've still a ways to go. Is that a 4? It is a 4. We can start on that now. Hey, you've got that tight bend coming up there. Let's just notch a bit more. Oh, it's complaining a bit. It'll be fine. Right. Back of the train's around there pretty much. Speed up again, give it some. Oh, but only up to 50. 40, 60, 50. Really gunning for it. It's windy. Oh, we will actually go across that bridge. What's the time limit for this one? 54 minutes. Huh. It's still pretty generous. Of course, I think the total time once you've got all the licenses, I think the total time reduction is about 30-35% on what the original times would be. Because as the more licenses you buy, most of them decrease the time allowed for each contract. 1 or 2 do increase it. So those are normally, I mean, you have to I think you have to struggle to miss quite a lot of the time thing, unless you're doing shunting. Some of those can be actually quite limiting on what they offer, but the majority of freight hauling, you shouldn't really have an issue meeting the time bonuses when you're starting out, unless you're going really slowly. But even then, I mean, I missed one once going from Harbour. It was Harbour to here, but that's because I misread it and I went to Iron Mine East. So I added quite a lot of time onto my journey, but I only missed the time bonus by about 20 minutes. And that was with all the licenses bought. So it's still very generous. I can't actually remember what that previous... we're still slower than 60, so we'll be fine. Oh, yeah, you can hear it complaining a bit back there. We go up to 80. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm trying to get to Food Factory as fast as possible to get this license. It is what I sort of want and need. I use my attached binoculars to see ahead. Right, just cut that down to half. Yep, thought so. So this should be the last stretch down, and then it's from the junction. It's all downhill into Food Factory because that's the hill we came up to get to Machine Factory previously. So we know we can just coast our way through that pretty much. Oh, really not liking that. Is that quite a sudden... That is a sudden left. That is quite the sudden left. Yeah. You designed this track, man. Alright, so you whistle through tunnel to tunnel. And another tunnel. How many tunnels have we been in on this one? Right, speed's dropping off, so give it some more gas again. And I haven't strained this loco as much when I was doing the shunting to get the consist together. It was just, I was already by the containers pretty much, and then just hooking on the buses, which is no issues. So all I'm really paying for is a little bit of wear and tear and then some fuel. Right, full send. I think this is approaching the junction now, yeah. Junction will probably be a 60. Although it is straight across, but there's a sharp corner just after it. Oh, it's another tunnel, so go get that echo. A 7. So we can just leave it in full power. Or not, because it's downhill. Just let it roll. Because look, yeah, speed will be increasing all on its lonesome. Oh, what do you know? A 6. Look at this! Into the double bridge. You'd have thought it would have been a smoother transition, but you know, I don't make the lines. Right, so that's left. Wow, yeah, 9 and then 5. Yep, it did not enjoy that little drop there. Are we still good? Yeah, I think so. Whoa. Taking it very aggressively. don't know. This is probably what some of you want to see. Riding the edge of the rails, listening to them complain and whine. So this is a 2.2 down. You've got to put went into a 60. It's fine. And now 1.7 down. We're just in free. This is where we struggled up and spent a lot of sand and a lot of fuel just sitting in the yellow of the heat. With me, what, 2 DE2s and a slug? With me thinking, yeah, this will be fine, having not taken much of a run up to get out of the station. Served me right. But luckily the second half of the journey was okay. Yeah, it's much easier coming down, isn't it? Just let it go down to 50 and then we'll take the brake off. Right, there we go. And it's still the odd little... You can just hear it struggling. So we're now... I mean, if we were a heavier train, slowing this thing down would be... With just one little thing like this, it'd be really hard. The slide in the wheel spin. Right, so we're coming into Food Factory now. So we want to go left, I'm fairly sure. I'm going to go down to about 40, to be honest. Just so I've got time to react. Because I will need to change the board, the junction board. Right, more brakes. Because we are making quite a sharp turn. Left again. D2I. Yeah, we don't want to go into the maintenance shed. A D6 and a 2. Right. Oh, it's just straight in. Awesome. So we'll get this dropped and then we will whip forward. Right, just roll it in. I'm gonna say I can't remember where the drop-off is. The station. Right. Full beans. Full beans on the brakes. Head out. Oh, those brakes are on fire. You could cook marshmallows with those. Right. Where are you? Station. Oh, there it is. Oh, I've left the... What do I always do? Right, just set that rolling forwards. Right, in we go. Right, that's one. Yep, 20 minutes. 16,000. Right, so we now need to get C4I. Which is that set of tracks over there. So I've got to go out and come back in. Oh, there's a siding with quite a bit of stuff, quite a lot of stuff in it. That's a bit close. There's all that back there. Who has done that? That's not very safe. Right, luckily, the hill helps us slow down around here, so. Right, up onto there. Right, C4I. So yeah, we want to go straight on. then left, and then right. And all I need to do is take the brake off, really. Oh, I'm still in back. I'm still in back? Like, oh yes, the back gear. No, reverse. I was still in reverse. I was still in forwards, even. I hadn't put it in reverse. Right, that'll do. Yeah, calm down. Reverse it all the way in, and then we should be good to get. Oh no, I'll need to do a little bit of shunting to get long. Is it long 2? Which should help in the long run. For linking 2 trains together. I can have then over 10 cars for a single job. Which will mean that, in general, the payments will increase quite a bit. But then everything will be much heavier. Was it C4I? Yes. Oh, textbook. And that is, oh. Wait, no, there it is. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Yep. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. 24 minutes. So that puts me on 73. Oh, I've actually got enough. I need to go and manually maintain this thing. But to give me a bit of a buffer, I'm sure that the bus will be 3 drop off. Is this? Yeah. Oh, it's 3 drop off, but it's 11,000. So I'm going to do that off screen. So yes, I'll see you in a minute. Right, that shunting mission got me another 16,800, and I've just done the maintenance on that DE2, leaving me with 88,595. So we'll just check. Oh, there's 28 in damages to one of the carriages. That's fine, which now means we're open to get another license. So we're going to get train length 2. So let's just, yep. So bonus deadline comes down by another 2%. Copay goes up by another 10,000. And then the DH4, which will actually leave us with a nice 18,000. So now we can drive the diesel hydraulic for Axel. So I better go and find one. So I took a quick trip back to, where are we, Machine Factory. And there are 4 DE2s. And a DE6 and a slug. And actually a DM3, so we could have got that. So I'm going to look back at the food factory. This is it. We've got it. It's the D4H. We finally got it. So I had to run around a bit to find one. And then a very expensive fast travel cost to get it back up here. We've taken a job delivering metal scrap to steel mill. So yeah, I mean, we're here. So this is how it looks in the vehicle catalogue. 2,000 ton on a flat, 600 ton uphill in the dry, up 2%. Weighs 74 ton on its own when full. So yeah, about 530 if you're trying to do a hill star or whatever. And it operates very similarly to the DE2, despite being a completely different sort of drive system. So this is diesel hydraulic, so it uses a turbine to drive from the engine to the wheels. So you've got engine RPM and then turbine RPM, and that helps drive the wheels forward. It seems as though they've actually changed the way it functions a little bit. So before, if you put it into forward, it would start to crawl forward without having to apply any power, and the same for reverse. Unless there's something else you can do to activate that, it does not do that anymore, which is a shame. I mean, it's still very good for shunting. My only criticism with it is that the speedo's a bit, I don't know, small and far away. You have to get really in without zoom in to sort of see what's going on, because the larger numbers are every 30 rather than, say, like every other increment, which I find is a bit odd. So just while we're trundling down the hill, we just check this. Just gonna leave on a bit of brake, and then I'll run through the startup of it. So when you come in, you've got this breaker box. So you turn on the electrics and the starter, close the box and leave it open, and it's just that button. There's nothing to turn. It is just that button. And then, as with the DE2, the layout is nearly identical. While I just check the switch ahead. So you got indie brake, which is the forward one. Train brake, which is the one you'll use the most, is the rear one. This is your reverser, so it's currently set it forward. And then your throttle is here, but this also has a dynamic brake, which I don't use very often or at all, but it's supposed to help regulate a more stable braking, like using the engine braking without having to burn through all your air. Say if you got a very heavy load going downhill, for instance. Your dashboard of buttons and switches, so your sander has 2 settings, which is quite nice for something like this. You get wipers, cab lights, front and rear lights, actually labelled, where clockwise is for white lights and anti-clockwise is for red lights. Fuel cutoff is there just next to the starter, so don't accidentally hit that, and the brake cutoff is down there by the radiator, and the cab heater, or is it a cab heater? Cab fan is there. So look at that, we're 75. So this is, yeah, from machine factory to steel mill. This won't take long at all, but it's a big old beast. If I see another one, I will run 2 at once, because that will help with bigger, longer consists, as long as I'm not overdoing it. Oh no, not quite need to brake yet, although we're approaching the city, so not too far away. It does have this meshy pattern inside, which kind of messes probably with the rendering. Nothing I can really do about that until maybe I get a refreshed one, because this, I've got it noted down somewhere. I think this was the first loco we found at Goods Factory, I believe. We found, I think it's this, the DE2 and the S282 so far. I just need to get my speed down to 30, which I wish 30 was the larger number, because for this corner, just a little bit more. And with the indie brake, if you're just moving this on its own, you do have to move it quite well on to actually kind of get it to do much. That's kind of what I wanted. There we go, got my lights set. And where's the horn? It is on the front of the panel, which holds the dynamic brake. Your wheel slip light is here. And yeah, temp gauge, you don't really have to worry about that one, to be honest. And your sand, oil and fuel levels, nice big gauges. Alright, we're doing 25. The doors, when they're open, kind of get in the way with looking outside, so either move them a bit and then sort them out. It does have a pretty good engine noise. It reminds me of the Kenworth 963 from SnowRunner, to be honest. Except, obviously, there's no gear changing, just because it's a train. But right, up to the steel mill. So yeah, we're already started here, we're already down here, and we're going to wiggle our way up and through. And yeah, if there's another one of these at the steel mill, it's being linked in. Right, so what I can do in here is actually open the window so I can still see out the front and back windows. Not wipers. Yeah, let's turn the cab light on. It doesn't illuminate. In fact, no, it does illuminate the dials, but it's not too bright. When you start to get up to the high temperatures, these lights will trigger. I think there is a beep as well, but because I've got the window open, it's harder to hear. But yeah, this is basically a stronger version of a DE2, and it operates mostly in the same way. Although, don't try and multi-unit this with a diesel electric, because they run in different ways, and there's different notches on here. For instance, like using the mouse wheel on that, you know, a DE2 and a DH4 aren't going to run the same way. Oh, sugar. Right, ease off, ease up. That's a very sharp corner very quickly. You do not get enough warning about that one. But the good thing about this is the acceleration is really good. It's really quick to get off the line. Right, so we're around there. Yeah, more or less. Oh, it's starting to rain again. That'll be interesting with an uphill run into the steel mill. B3i, I think, is just off the centre. So nothing complicated about the delivery. And the, oh, look at that, 10,000 for what is now a time bonus 45 minutes. There was a shunting job, I think, for 20. It's 3 drop-offs of a 10 carriage consist. But I've done quite a bit of shunting today. So I thought, take this down to steel mill, and then we might end up actually having to run up to one of the quarries, which will kind of be a first. Right, I'm just going to give it full whack. Put the whackers on. Well, the rain's not too heavy. So that's beep beep. Up to 90. Just dial it back. 2 notches. Whereabouts are we? Yep, so we're keeping right. Once we're going through the farm and the oil well, we can pick up some speed more easily. It's just flat. Those on now. We're not going to need the sander. Oh, it just turns all of them on. Let's see, all squeak along. Wow, 2.2 up. That is really quite the curve. So this is oil well central. So yeah, we're directed to go through the middle. D6 over there. I'm sure it was showing something on the map, or was that farm? It was just showing another loco nearby. What's behind it? Oh, it's the maintenance area. Uh-oh. Ho, ho, ho. Don't want to lose it. Oh, he's going up again. As well as, is this 400 ton, I think this is? Yeah, 448. So we're working it hard, which is why I want to get a second one. It makes the running a bit easier. Okay, right, so... Okay, back off a little, let the temperature come back down. Because we'll just scream through the oil otherwise. Let's see. 1 notch off, it's just creeping down. It's just what we want, really. And then it's the final uphill blast into the steel mill itself. I think these should just be set for us to travel straight through. I need more wipers. Yeah, going left. Yeah, because that's the loading area, or one of the loading areas. Be ready with the tactical laser. Right, and then left should send us straight through the middle. Is that a DM3 over there? Oh no, it's a little SO60. Oh, not weather. Wow, it's really coming down. What's this? I think the speed limit is 50. Well, the guidance is about 50, so I'll actually just leave that where it is. And then we'll want to just punch it as much as we can for getting up the hill. Oh, it's really hammering down. And of course this is how it sounds all closed in, where you can barely hear it. But we like a bit of background noise. Right, 60 but straight. That's set for, I think it's set for left. Right, go for it. And it ramps up to like a corner. It's quite a peculiar one. Okay, ease off a bit. Yeah, we're set for left. So we don't need to brake, nor would we want to, because it's a 1.7. It's a short but steep hill. So the hill will help us bleed off the speed anyway. B3I. Ah, it's really coming down. Slowing down is going to be maybe a bit slidey. 40. Tell you what, knock a bit of sand in. Right, so that's right. Oh no, I think it is that one. And just let it roll. Oh, turn the sander off. Ooh, the sand. Nice. Easy as pie, really. And this, right, we can start braking now. Fairly gently. Because it's wet, make sure we don't run off without that. Open the door, pop out. And, well, that's us in. And this in. Because I did use a lot of my leftover money. 17 minutes instead of 45, so that's another 15,000, 16,200. Wonderful stuff. So, oh, look at that. That is where we're gonna end up. So I'm just gonna disconnect while I do the outro here. So I want to thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to like the video, and if you'd be as kind as to leave a comment, that would be wonderful too. And next time we'll use this some more. And I'll catch you next time. So see you then, and bye bye.